The weather is getting colder and that means we want comfort food, food that warms the body as well as the soul. And for that kind of food, everybody loves apple crumble, but there are three main issues that I see with apple crumble. The first is that you can make it yourself at home, but it takes absolutely bloody ages. The second one is that you can buy it from the shop and it doesn't take ages, but it is super high calorie, full of sugar, full of fat, super unnecessary. Does taste good though. And the last problem is that if you do make it at home or if you buy it in a shop, you typically get this huge family size portion and it's really good, so you end up eating the whole thing rather than just enough for you. So that is where today's recipe comes into place. We have a low calorie apple crumble that you can make a small one person size serving of, or you can batch it out and make a huge family size one, whatever you fancy. But every single portion is less than 200 calories each, so that is an absolute win in my books. Unfortunately, at the time of releasing this video, my last fat loss course for the year has already begun, so you have missed out on that, but I do still have online coaching spaces available, so hit the top link in my description or email me directly, ashmaypt@gmail.com, if you are interested and would like a little bit more information. Now, let me show you the ingredients we need to make a low calorie apple crumble right at home in minutes. The ingredients for this recipe are easily manipulated up and down. So for example, let's say you like a lot of filling in your apple crumble, then double up on apples, that's completely okay. Or maybe you like a really chunky, nice, crunchy top, you can double up on the top ingredients. It's going to add calories, but you know what to do. But of course, the first ingredient we're going to need is apples. I have none here to show you because I'm recording this in the future and I've already used them. So you need apples. For this, each serving is going to be 100 grams of apples. You're then going to want 30 grams of rolled oats, any old cheap brand will do, 6 grams of light butter, 10 grams of 0-calorie maple syrup, and then some low-calorie sweetener, some vanilla flavoring, and some cinnamon. The amounts of these you need will just be depending on your personal preference. Like I said, really simple, and there's absolutely no ingredients here that are going to be difficult for you to find or going to be really expensive for you to import or anything like that. Just nice, simple, easy ingredients. So now we know what we need to make the apple crumble. Let me show you how. You're going to start things off by chopping your apples up into chunks. You can cube them, do slices, big, small, whatever your personal preference is. I like to vary them to be different shapes and sizes, but that's just me. Then, once your apples are all cut up, you want to cover them with granulated sweetener, vanilla flavouring and cinnamon, then thoroughly mix with your hands until all the apple seems to be well coated. You'll probably want to top up and redo this steps a couple of times just to make sure everything really is coated. Then you just want to add that apple mixture to your container. I'm going to be meal prepping a big batch today, but if you're making yourself a single serving, you can just put this into your bowl and go right from there. The next step is to add the light butter to a microwave safe bowl and microwave until it is melted, about 30 seconds or so. Add the rolled oats, the 0-calorie syrup and more cinnamon, then mix until you've got crumbly chunks of topping. If yours is too dry, then you can just add more syrup. Now crumble that topping over your apple layer and choose your cooking method. The quick option here to have a single serving ready in minutes would just be to microwave your crumble for 1 to 2 minutes or until your apples have softened up. But since I'm meal prepping a bunch here, I'm going to be baking them in the oven for 20 minutes or so, just until the top has crisped up. Simple as that. Apple crumble really isn't difficult to make healthy. It just requires a few little substitutes to take away the copious amounts of unnecessary sugar and fats that you get in shop bought versions and the standard recipes that you'll see online for homemade apple crumble. And yes, they may be absolutely incredible, and I'll be honest, they're probably better than what I'm showing you today, but your body is going to thank you so much more for the one that I'm showing you today. Personally, like to serve this with some 0-calorie custard from the Skinny Food Co. So if you can get your hands on that, I highly recommend it because it is so good. It literally tastes identical to custard. It's crazy. In terms of the macros here, each serving is only going to be 196 calories with 4 grams of protein, 36 grams of carbs and 6 grams of fat. that is not too bad compared to what you'll find in the shop. Super low calories. Yes, we're not breaking any records with protein here, but in the title, did you say anywhere that said high protein? No, so shut your face. When it comes to storage, these will be absolutely fine in the fridge for a couple of days, but they also freeze really well, so feel free to whack them in the freezer, prep ahead, and then you can just take them out, defrost, and get them ready whenever you're ready to go. Like I said, you can even microwave them, but I personally prefer to put them in an oven. You could probably air fry them as well, and you just really want to get that top nice and crispy, super nice. Just don't add the custard before you freeze them, because why would you? That's weird. But if you do try this, let me know in the comment section below how yours went. I'll be really interested to hear your thoughts on this and whether you stuck to just a single serving or if you made yourself a whole family-sized batch instead and ate like 1,000 calories of apple crumble in a sitting. But with this recipe, that is so much harder, and that is the point of these videos. Hit the top link in my description to go to Progressive Physique Coaching, my online coaching company. Like I said earlier on, there are spaces available, so if you are interested, either go through there or you can email me personally, ashmaypt@gmail.com. I will answer any questions you have. You have missed out on this last fat loss course of the year, but online coaching is probably even better, more personalized to you. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you as always for watching. Until next one, see you later guys.